Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Longboy Bros 1975. A using girls on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Longboy Bros 1975.
Hey YouTube, Longboys Post 1975. Couple of things. I'm very sorry there wasn't a Wednesday pickup video. You're probably thinking, hang on, there was no Wednesday vlog video this week. Why are you doing a pickup video? You never do pickup videos that often, and you did one last week. Yeah, sorry. No Wednesday vlog this week. Sorry, I just had dinner, which is a good thing because, I went to, just on Wednesday it was just a case of I spent one day in Vormsville, population me, just had a really, really bad tummy all day, and as in, shit kept coming out of it, so, you don't need to know this, so, yeah, no Wednesday vlog that day. And I don't normally intend on doing pickup videos very often. I don't, I'm not cheap, but I don't, like spending too much money, and while they're not expensive, being, paying a little bit of cash. On my my Sega Saturn collection, because I'm absolutely loving collecting for it. But long story short, without going into too much stuff, I had to go to hospital today. Excuse me, for like blood tests and shit like that. Not afraid of needles, just don't like explaining to the nurse, you won't get blood from there, take it from here. No, we have to do it from here. No, I have this conversation, I'm not being disrespectful to nurses now, I have this conversation with every blood test I've ever had. And then it's like, oh right, we don't seem to get blood out of your arms. No, you don't. You take it from the back of my knees, like your leg pit, which really hurts a lot more than your arms. So I wouldn't be telling you to take it from there if I didn't know it worked. But anyway, I thought, fuck am I driving through the centre of town? It's one giant, road work. It's like, screw that. So I was taking like the back roads and stuff like this, and I got a little bit lost because it's been ages since I've driven up around Clifton, or Redland areas I should say, like where all my old apartments were back in the day. So many good times and memories spent there. And I was taking a long route round, and then I just thought, ooh, hang on, Gloucester Road. There's a Pink Planet on Gloucester Road. I haven't been there in years, and there's a shitload of charity shops. So I thought, a rookie mistake, Dave. Stop eating dinner or breakfast before you record anything. So I thought, bollocks to it. I'm gonna have a quick look up Gloucester Road and see if I can find this Pink Planet. So I was driving up Gloucester Road, and it's weird because at the bottom of Gloucester Road, because you have to pay to park everywhere in Bristol now, even outside your own house. Good job, last mayor. I mean, that's just ridiculous. And it was like, got to pay to park there, got to pay to park there. Then all of a sudden there's this bank of bits where it's 1 hour free parking. You're like, I'm not going to complain, but what's the difference between that? Excuse me. And then more, banks where you had to pay to park. And I thought, this is ridiculous. No wonder the high street's dying a death in this country. But I went up and I turned around because I passed a bay on the right on the opposite side coming back where I saw it was free. Didn't even look up at this point to see what shop it was in front of. Went up, chucked a Yui, legally and carefully, may I add. I turned up a road and then reversed and turned around. You got to be mental to chuck a Yui on Gloucester Road. And came down, parked on the left, saw the sign that said 1 hour free parking, no return in 2 hours. I thought that'll do. Looked left like that, and I was right in front of Pink Planet. Now, this is Pickups in the Wild, but I didn't really get any, I didn't get any footage to be sure, apart from an ickle bit, which I will show you. But there's a reason for that, but I'll explain in a minute. But this is the front of the window, and what's interesting is when I didn't know it was here, this Pink Planet, there's only 2 left in Bristol now, used to be at the end of Gloucester Road, but I mean the last time I went there was probably a good 7 years ago. But yeah, so here's what's in the front window.
Alright.
Oh, hello.
Alright, how are you?
Hello. I'm sorry. Oh, above the Pink Planet in Bedminster. No offence, Pink Planet in Bedminster, but that's probably not difficult, is it? And yeah, I walked in, and there's a little bit of me, me walking in. And that's it. Sorry if you tuned in for In the Wild footage, but that's it. The reason being, I haven't been to this one in years, and it's probably a new employee, so technically, well, it's the new store. It counts as a new store, and I could see eyes. It was a really weird but nice layout. All these glass pillar cabinets, you know, as well as stuff on the shelves and things like that. And not necessarily the high-end stuff or things like that. Oh, I did see a light sixer, by the way. But there was no price on that, and to be honest, as much as I really would want one, I got my Atari 7800, and I kind of like the fact that, you know, well, I love that system, but I also like the fact that that's backward compatible. Anyway, yes, they got all these brilliant pillars. They had Master System, NES, box NES games, Super Nintendo, N64, Atari 2600, Atari 7800. I wish I could have filmed, but like I said, I saw eyes looking at me when I was holding the phone like that, even though I was holding it sideways, and I thought, this shop's fucking amazing. You know, for selection wise, I'm not taking a chance of pissing on my chips and ruining anything in it. But yeah, great selection of DVDs, but it was the games, you know, it was like their GameCube selection was huge, and that's primarily what I bought. It was absolutely, you know, massive. Brilliant, you know. Yeah, like I said, they had box Mega Drives in there, right? They're power ones. They had boxed GameCubes in there, Super Nintendos. They had like, I mean, I know it's Pink Planet and their prices are a little high, but I like shopping in the high street. I do. I don't know. It's just something very enjoyable about it. And as I always say, my disclaimer is simple: if you don't mind paying the price for it, then, you know, it's a fine price. So, let's have a look at what I bought in Pink Planet. But yeah, and all the novelty stuff in there as well was absolutely fantastic. Now, some of these I've owned. One of these I've owned, which is amazing, which is why I bought it. The rest I haven't. So, if they are shit, do me a solid and don't tell me. And again, the prices may be terrible. I don't really care. But the first one I saw was WWE Crush Hour. Again, GameCube, which was $7.99. I've said it before and I say it again, I hate it when they do that. Was originally new $39.99. That's irrelevant now. I mean, how many systems are we past this? Plus, I'm not some fucking fool who just goes, my god, that makes it a bargain then. It's not complete. I've looked at the disc. The disc is immaculate. It looks quite interesting. Actually, one of my mates already told me it was shit, but I was like, oh, I just thought the idea of a wrestling car game, you know, Twisted Metal with, you know, licensed wrestlers and you know, and voiceovers and stuff like that, and the likeness. I just thought, oh, that's got to be fucking a recipe for win. Apparently it's not. But I'll still do a gameplay on it because, why not? I absolutely love GameCube games. Now, the next one is X-Men 2 Wolverine's Revenge, again on the GameCube, $2.99. Why's $32.99? Don't know anything about this, assuming it's shit because it's $2.99, but it's Wolverine, got a soft spot for it. And this obviously came out at the same time as the X-Men 2 movie, which I remember seeing, I saw it in Canada. Yeah, in cinemas, May 1st. That's over here though, and I love that movie, and Wolverine was brilliant in it. So I don't know if this is based on that. What does it say? Decades ago, a secret organisation brainwashed you and implanted a virtually unbreakable adamantium skeleton into your body. Now as Wolverine, the X-Men's most dangerous weapon, you've discovered you're also implanted with a deadly virus that will kill you in the next 48 hours unless an antidote is found. What was that implanted at the next time? The last, when you had your skeleton, it took that fucking long to kick in. I don't know. It's got the manual though, and the manual's minty fresh, but it was one I never played back in the day. Actually, yeah, no, I never played this one as well. I never played back in the day, but I really wanted to, and I didn't have a GameCube. I'm sure it was probably out on the PlayStation 2. Did I have my PlayStation 2 at this point? Because I just got to Canada, so I sold my UK PlayStation 2. That might be the reason why. I don't know. Again, if it's shit, don't tell me. But yeah, it's Wolverine, you know. Who's it made by? Activision. Chances are. Now, Wallace and Gromit in Project Zoo. I love Wallace and Gromit. One of the greatest things to come out of Bristol. Absolutely fantastic. Did this come out at the same time as the movie? What year is this? What year is this? Is $9.99. Again, might be expensive. I don't know. I can't read the date. Not just because the lighting here is terrible. This time, Feathers means business. He's taken over the zoo and, oh, it's the penguin, isn't it? Enslaved the inhabitants, imprisoned their babies. Oh, that's harsh. It's time for Wallace and Gromit to put that villainous penguin once and for all. Or get that villainous penguin once and for all. Get ready for, you know, escapades. The escapades of all time. I honestly, I can read to a pretty high level, primary school at least, of all time. Join our heroes in this hilarious action adventure. This is the Penguin that really takes the biscuits. See what you did there, Penguin's biscuit. Anyway, bonus. So look, scenes from Harbin's award-winning film The Wrong Trousers, as well as the Snoozatron, Wallace and Gromit's latest short film from the Cracking Contraption series. Oh, so when is this then? This is got to be. Is this before the Were-Rabbit or after? Oh look, the manual's in colour. Who remembers those? Pinch me, I must be dreaming. It looks quite interesting. I don't know if it's open world or free roaming, but hey, I'll have some. Now this is the first one I saw and I thought, I'm having this, definitely having this. When I first got my Wii, random tangent, when I first got my Wii, I don't know why, I sold off almost all of my GameCube games, apart from stuff like Metal Gear Solid, because even I knew that that was, you know, a no-brainer not to sell that. I can't remember what, I think I literally kept 3. And this was one I've always regretted selling, because I played it back in the day, I completed it, and I absolutely loved it. This was $13.99. Again, if it's expensive, I really don't care. I had to have it. The manual is minty fresh, as is the disc. It's even got a warranty card by Activision. Activision made this. Anyway, I'll get on with it now. Star Wars, Jedi Outcast, Jedi Knight 2. I loved this game. I absolutely loved it. Just the Force powers and stuff like that. I mean, what is Activision? Could you argue this is a precursor to the Force Unleashed with that sort of power and control? I don't know. I mean, it's no Knights of the Old Republic, you know, in the sense of that, because that's an RPG. But this, I just remember thinking this was like pretty much the best Star Wars game I ever played at the time. But Unleash the Power of the Force, world over 8 Force abilities, including the Jedi Mind Trick, Force Lightning and Force Grips. Choose from an arsenal of 15 weapons. I remember that. I do remember your lightsaber burnt holes in the wall as well. 2-player split screen action. Ooh! And can you unlock Luke Skywalker? I'm sure you can. I could be getting confused, but I do remember, I hope that's the game I remember. I do remember really, really enjoying it. So yeah, again, are they expensive? I mean, I don't know. I do remember thinking that the GameCube games and the selection in the store is amazing. Now here's where it gets interesting. There are loads of charity shops, but I went in one, which was Cancer Research UK. Actually, I went in a few, but they didn't have anything. Like loads of charity shops, but this one just had, I don't know why, the t-shirt gods smiled on me. So the bunch of shit I got was amazing. Bazinga! Pink Planet? The Big Bang, it's a genuine Big Bang Theory shirt as well. But I thought, I'm having that, retro shit on the go, £2.50, look, it's brand new. It doesn't even have that charity shop smell. This one I fell in love with when I saw it. Again, £2.50, all of these. 4 shirts for a tenner. I mean, come on. I've always sat on this, hurt my ass. There we go. Yeah, look at this bad boy. Delicious vinyl. Plus, all this shit took my mind off the hospital after, you know, being poked and prodded and shit like that. So you could argue it was a natural anaesthetic within itself. Yeah, I know everyone's got one of these, but I have one at the moment. My last one died of death, but you know, everyone's got to have a Superman shirt, just so you can actually wear it under another shirt, buttoned to there, and be that walking cliche. £2.50. They're all mediums as well, which is my size. Oh, and this one I thought again. I don't know if this is custom because it just says Fruit of the Loom in the label, but Astro Boy. Come on, get in there, get in there. So all in all, well, I didn't go out to do pickups, just simply, you know, errands and stuff like that. I got to say, I had a blast. This was a really, really, really good haul. Sorry for the lack of footage, but like I said, I'm not going to piss on my chips. You know, the prices are a little bit steepish. Not quite eBay prices in that store, but if you're up Gloucester Road, I really, really, really do recommend you go to their Pink Planet. A little bit out of my neck of the woods. Wouldn't have gone there, you know, if it wasn't for errands, but totally worth a punt. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.